All right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Junkies Penguin Habitat. My name is Dana, and I'm one of our aviculturists here at the aquarium. I figured I'd get on microphone for both of you, for all of you here out in the exhibit with me and everyone on camera watching. If you notice that the penguins seem a little bit skittish right now. They're currently in migration season, and during migration season, they spend a lot of their time in the water. They're also more aware of everything that's happening around them. That includes the seagulls and all of the pigeons, any loud noises, flies, light, oxygen, everything. They're just a little more easily startled. So you might notice them kind of come up, they seem interested, and then they kind of get a little bit nervous and back away. But we're here just feeding our 23 Magellanic penguins that we have here on exhibit. And we have one of these penguins running up to me right now. This is a stare. And a stare is not sure. There we go, a stare. So all of our penguins, you may notice, have a three-color beaded band on their flippers. On the right-hand side, it's a male. On the left-hand side, it's a female. And those bands help us tell the penguins apart, but they're also a code for a number as well. These penguins, as Magellanic penguins, are a part of a species survival program, or an SSP. And that helps us keep track of the genetics of different populations around the entire North America or entire country. And the reason why we have this SSP, like I said, is to monitor genetics. We want to make sure that all the couples that are reproducing and having chicks are couples that are viable and good couples to be reproducing. Jade got a herring. And this is Jade right up in front of me. I'm going to see if she wants to have another herring. So herring, and she says no to that one. Herring are the larger kind of dark gray fish that I'm feeding out to our penguins. They're also getting capelin as well, and yep, she says no. Now we also have another penguin up on the beach with us here, and this is Dee. She's one of our chicks. Now you may notice that the chicks look a little bit different from the adults. That's because they haven't gone through their first molt yet. And I say first molt, they only have one molt a year. It's called a catastrophic molt. Now a lot of birds will lose feathers kind of throughout the year, but with these penguins, they're going to have a catastrophic molt, meaning it happens all at once, just at one time. And it's a bit of a process for them. It can last up to about a month. But what happens is they bloat, get very fat, look very uncomfortable, and they push all of their feathers out of their body at one time and grow in a new set of feathers at the same time. Wally got a herring. And so once they do that, they have this nice, so all of our penguins look very, very good right now because they just went through their molting season, and after molting season, they transitioned into migration season. But like I said earlier, our chicks are still kind of in their chick color or plumage because they haven't gone through their first molt. That usually happens about a year after they've hatched. So our chicks were actually hatched earlier this year, which is why they still have that kind of grayish faded color instead of those nice dark bands across their chest. Now this species, Magellanic penguins, are one of 4 species called banded penguins, and they're known for those dark black bands across their chest. Now, with the species, they have 2. Some of the species only have 1 band, but that is one way to kind of tell the species apart. Now, what my coworker Amanda is doing is she's actually tallying how many fish each penguin gets. Now, with a lot of our animals and exhibits, we sort of just toss food in. Whoever eats, eats. And that's kind of how we feed those animals. But with our penguins, we want to make sure we know exactly how much each penguin is getting. And this is Matson up on the beach with us, who decided he wanted to just throw his fish on the ground and then pick it up and eat it. So they all have different personalities, different ways of eating. You may notice some I offer herring to, so this is the herring. Some I offer capelin to, this is the capelin. Whatever, this penguin right over here is one of our main capelin eaters. And she likes them when they're sort of tossed at her face, but she's just a little bit nervous and a little bit anxious being up on the beach right now with all the seagulls that have been kind of hanging about. That's part of our job, is getting to know these birds, getting to know their different personalities, what they like, what they don't like, what makes them scared, what makes them not scared. And we're going to continue feeding our birds here up on exhibit for just a few more minutes, so please stick around and kind of watch the fun that is unfolding here on Penguin Beach. But thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you for coming to the aquarium. We are a non-profit organization, so just by buying a ticket and coming in, you're directly supporting our animals. And with our penguins, this is just one bucket of 3. So they get a lot of fish. They go through a lot of fish during a day. So thank you all so much for coming here, for supporting our penguins, and have a wonderful rest of your day here at the aquarium and a wonderful holiday season.